Hi, my name is Logan. I never say dice on the internet. And I just want to play D&D with my friend.
Hi, I'm Carson, and I eat extra toasty Cheez-Its with a fork. Please discuss.
Hey, I'm Alan. I eat extra toast.
Alan, what is your favorite like jelly / preserve flavor? Jam.
Jelly / preserve.
Or jam or spread.
Oh man. Actually, you know what? The most impressed I've been is it was called pumpkin butter.
Pumpkin butter. I like apple butter. Was it kind of like apple butter?
Yeah, it's almost this like, you know, paste kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's not like super. It's good. Yeah.
It seems like it wouldn't be very sweet unless you put a bunch of like sugar and stuff in it.
It's actually really sweet. Yeah.
Because I know sometimes whenever it's like pumpkin used in things besides like pumpkin pie or something, it has more of a like squash neutral kind of taste.
It tastes
yeah.
like pumpkin
What are you
pie.
talking
So it has like the allspice and like extra sugars. And...
Yeah.
Allspice.
I think we got that one time at like a state fair or something, and I got like peanut butter, pumpkin butter sandwich. It was good.
Oh yeah. How long do you think is a fair amount of time? I was kind of thinking about 5 minutes per level that we do, so that way it gives you extra time for people who need to pick spells or people who want to elaborate on their backstory.
I would say 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a good time.
10 minutes. Does everyone think
'Cause I
they
feel
can
like
make a character
15
in 10 minutes?
15, I feel like, is a little too long.
Yeah. I'm sure I could figure something out.
Oh.
And also,
I think
like,
we've all made enough characters
last minute.
at the session.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't expect you guys to transcribe, like, all of your abilities and know all of your spells. Like, it's gonna be just as you do it, like, oh yeah, I have this feature. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the timer here, because we're gonna have an on-screen timer, which is gonna be very fun. It's gonna appear, actually, for a second while I get it.
Hey, y'all want to see something weird?
Yeah.
Always.
Wendy's spicy chicken Pringles. Why does the Pringle man look like that?
He's in pain.
It looks like he's getting railed.
What? Why was that where your brain went? Not,
Wendy.
oh, he looks like he's in pain, but oh, he's getting a dick in the ass.
You know, the two aren't mutually exclusive. Pleasure, pain, two sides.
It's all
Equal.
a spectrum, just like gender, man.
The funniest thing is like this was at a Kroger. I was just getting stuff. And, like, I'm on my way to the chips section.
Did it call to you? You were like, I must
It's
have
wasn't
it.
even, like in the chips section. This was like on the way to it. I was getting like juices or whatever, and it was just like in a little like cardboard thing, holding a bunch of these. I was like, no way. And I went to where the Pringles usually are, like all the regular like pizza, sour cream and onion. It wasn't there at all. So like obviously they're embarrassed by this, right?
Just like
Yeah, because the Pringles man is getting his nut on the fucking. On the
someone
front
else
of
is
the
getting someone else is getting their nuts. It is irrefutable that someone is getting their nut. That's like, no, Alan, I had the same reaction when I saw the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. I was like, this is about to be vile. And the thing is, you think when you hear Flamin' Hot, you're like the Cheeto.
Yeah.
And I had it, and all it tasted like was a orange Mountain Dew that someone like ate a jalapeno like
Next
in the
to-
general vicinity. Like it wasn't spicy. It just had like a little bit of like just like
No, this straight
the
up
faintest
tastes
little.
This tastes like
Re-release Sonic?
spicy
Oh.
chicken flavored ramen.
Yeah, you know, the Sonic where he goes, yeah, meow.
Incredible.
All right. So, Austin, we said 10 minutes to come up with a character. Does that sound all right with you?
Yep.
All right.
I couldn't tell if that was
Okay,
a yep
all
or
right.
a hiccup.
Yep.
You're like, yep.
Oh, wait, so when you say 10 minutes to kill with a character, are you saying like we're not doing it randomly, or we're just
We're doing
making
it randomly. What we'll
Okay.
do is like we'll draw stuff, roll stuff for everybody, and then essentially like an on your mark, get set, go kind of
10 minutes on the
situation.
clock. Go. Yeah.
I need to mark my resources myself. So yeah, go ahead and make sure you have your player's handbook stuff ready and whatever you're going to use to write down all of your character stuff.
Did you lay out? Did you already lay out everything for the people?
lay out everything for the people?
Like how we're rolling and stuff.
Oh, those people.
Yeah, the people, not us.
Dear citizens of the state.
So I got this idea from a series of different sources. Originally, the DMs Guild team does things called design dashes, where they bring on DMs Guild writers and give them a prompt, and they have to write an adventure, or at least the bare bones of an adventure, given that prompt within a certain time frame. And they're sort of competing, and people vote on it and do all sorts of stuff. It's really fun. And so I took that idea, and I have these storytelling cards, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, it would be really cool to do an entirely improvised and created one-shot on the fly. All the players make new characters on the fly, and in that same time frame, I write up an entirely new session on the fly, and then we run it. And it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. And so that's where that idea came from. So tonight, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing it in the town of Phandalin, in the space of Lost Mine of Phandelver, because I'm well acquainted with that. It is the quintessential small fantasy village that needs adventurers. So
This is gonna be bullshit. Like we're all gonna be awful.
Yeah.
We're gonna be pulling so many things out of our ass. It's gonna be awful.
It's gonna be great. And then on top of that, they're going to randomly roll to determine their class. And then on top of that, I'm going to draw from this storytelling deck here, the lid of which is right here. It's called the Narata Storytelling Deck.
Rada.
And it's basically just a 300 card deck or 200 card deck of nothing but just keywords and story elements. Everything's from items to entities like people or organizations or conflicts or locations, everything. And then whatever card I draw for that person, they have to incorporate into their very brief backstory. And then while we play, every time they call on their backstory and either improvising whatever they've actually written or whatever, in any way that they bring their backstory into what they're doing, they'll get a little extra bonus die on the next thing that they roll. Just to encourage a little bit of improvising and fun. And then all the while they're making their characters, I'm going to be making up a new adventure.
Depending on how this goes, this could be a fun thing to do every now and then.
Yes. I can't
Unless it goes
promise
terrible.
what this will be like because I've been ingesting a lot of different media recently, so it's gonna be real weird.
Yep.
Let's get weird with it.
But I'm going to be using the Narata decks myself to sort of determine adventure stuff. So if I'm like, I need an idea for the adventure, the card I just picked up was called Creation. And it has some other keywords along with it, so that might be a theme running through it. I've also got the ever classic and never failing me Table Fables books. I love these things.
Excellent.
And then also I'm going to pull some random battle maps from online, because dungeon crawls are obviously somewhat easier to prepare in a 10-minute span. I may do a dungeon crawl variant, or at least use a map for a basis, or what have you. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have everyone roll their dice to randomly determine their class, and then we'll randomly draw cards, and then
Let's do it one by one. Let's do it one by one.
All right, so Jacob.
All right,
Question.
Alan is
Alan
first.
first.
We're going down. We're out in alphabetical. Alan's first.
Oh, so Alan, roll a D12. Got the little
D12.
table here.
12. 3.
A 3? Didn't you
Cleric.
roll 3s a bunch of times already? Or
That
did
is
Jacob roll a
cleric.
bunch of 3s? So Alan, you'll be playing a cleric. Who's next? Austin? Austin, roll your
Mhm.
D12.
And if you roll the same thing as Alan, if you want to not play a cleric, I guess you could re-roll.
Oops.
7.
Paladin.
Is that Paladin?
If you're playing a
Alan-
paladin, Icewind
I'm
Dust,
playing
you
a paladin right
can
now. Can I
opt to.
reroll?
Yeah, you can opt to do it differently.
That's funny.
Hello,
Yeah, we
brother.
saw that.
My
One.
brother in Christ.
Barbarian.
That's a barbarian.
One. Woohoo!
Woo! Carson, roll your d12.
Okay. Rolled a 7. I think I'm going to
That's
reroll
paladin.
as well because I have played quite a lot of paladins recently. 11.
Warlock.
No, that's wizard.
No, 12 is wizard.
No, no, I'm stupid. That's alphabetical.
So yes, Carson, Warlock.
That's how the alphabet
All
works.
right. Warlock.
Right.
And Jacob, roll your d12.
What level again?
Third.
I rolled wizard, so I'm re-rolling.
Reroll that. You can do third level.
I rolled warlock also, so I'm gonna re-roll because I don't want to do the same thing as Carson.
Yo, you can be the warlock of the same patron you're competing for your patron's love.
I rolled a 2.
That's a bard.
That's bard.
Bard. Heyo.
Classic.
I'll do it.
That's a classic.
I was gonna say.
I don't know.
I was
Hold
gonna say it's
on.
like that one campaign that I ran where I had 2 vastly different warlocks, and they worked out fine.
I'm gonna
And then also-
re-roll.
and also
The
Sharn.
people have seen enough of bards for me.
I was just saying, and also Sharn, we had 2 vastly different warlocks.
I rolled a 1, so barbarian.
Another barbarian. 2 barbarians.
I'll go again, I guess.
Last one.
This will be the last one.
Last
No
one.
matter what.
All right, that is. Let me look. What is this? Sorcerer.
Heck yes, we got a sorcerer, barbarian, cleric, and a warlock? Interesting. Interesting
Cannot
layout.
wait.
Okay, and now the last thing is to sort of to draw one of these cards and it be sort of your backstory prompt. So remember, you guys are going to be 3rd level, so you got a little bit of adventuring under your belt. And so for Alan, are you ready for your backstory prompt?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you can take the prompt however you wish. It's literally just like a keyword for you to incorporate in whatever manner.
Yeah.
Pissing.
It's interesting that we talked about something similar right before we started. Wheelchair.
Let's fucking do it. All right.
Who's next? Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Your prompt is... That's the whole thing. It's one word. There's a bunch of other words down underneath it if you want follow-up words.
Okay.
But sort of the basis is wheelchair, and then followed other... Like, there's a bunch of other related words underneath it.
This is great. All right.
Austin, your prompt, singular word prompt, is gambler. Carson, your single word prompt is bird. Like the animal.
Bird.
Bird.
And then finally, Jacob, your prompt is... What class are you again? Sorcerer? Okay.
Sorcerer.
Your single word prompt is lawyer. This might be my favorite part of it, is see how you guys incorporate these. So I've set those off to the side so we don't forget. And I'm going to start. If everyone's ready.
Well, yeah, we gotta roll for stats first. Is that part of it?
That'll be part of it because you'll have to take time to decide where you put them, and that'll count into like your 10 minutes. All right. So everyone's ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now.
Wait, what system are we using to stats?
Oh, I thought you were asking like
4d6
game system.
4d6, drop the lowest one.
The normal.
Fuck. Alright, so that's...
Alan, I thought you were straight up saying what system were we using? Like, are we playing
Yeah.
Call of Cthulhu? Are we playing Pathfinder?
Okay.
Okay. Not bad so far.
And we're probably going to take a little longer than 10 minutes because I'm definitely going to have to pee by the end of this 10 minutes, so...
Gotcha.
Oh, dear Christ.
All right.
The prompt I drew for like the adventure is "Win the Heart," and it has sort of a Romeo and Juliet style artwork.
Oh.
The last related keyword for "Win the Heart" is office romance, so we're definitely gonna do an office romance session.
All right. I do not have any negative stats.
I very much do now.
Rolled a lot of 13s.
I have a lot of plus ones.
Yeah, same. +1, +1, +1, +2, +3, +0. All right. So
I have one negative, but I also have to add race into this.
yeah.
Oh, shit, I already finished it. I rolled one extra one. Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
I have to determine how this is going to go. Perfect. You know what? Yeah, boom. Did we say if we were randomly determining our race too? Or
No, you can just
Oh,
pick.
okay. Fuck. Honestly, I think it would have been funnier if I just randomly determined a race. I think I might still do it. Hang on.
Yeah, I want to do the random. What was the?
I mean, here I will link the random table to roll on race if you really are so inclined.
Please.
There you go.
Beautiful. I honestly want to give it one good go and see what happens.
Shit, I got half elf.
Oh.
I like that.
I'm gonna love this. Oh no. I don't. Oh no.
Okay, I have a weird idea that is developing.
Goblin.
Uh,
Like from Spider-Man.
okay, are unearthed arcana races on the table?
How busted are they?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Nice.
If you're a goop, if I already know what you're. I've seen through your nonsense.
Oh boy.
I'm using 5e tools. Which version of Hobgoblin should I use?
Any of them.
I don't know if any of them are that different.
Yeah, I feel like most of them
Oh,
are
there's the
same.
choose lineage one, I guess, but like the Eberron and Volo's guide ones are effectively the same.
Okay, I'll just pick one of these then.
Yeah, it's just that the lineage one, the like select your lineage thing is different, but that's just weird. I don't really know how that. This is fucking magical. Hold on.
Want to?
Can I manipulate my roll so I'm actually bad at something?
What do
You
you
really
mean?
want to, bro?
If you want to trade an ability score with me, you can have my 4.
A 4? Yeah, I'll take what I have.
No, I'm keeping it. It's gonna be too good. It fits so well. Oh, shit.
Okay, I have a really weird idea now. Okay.
All right.
It's not letting me edit this now.
No, that's wrong place.
Oh, there we go. Ah, there we are.
What do I get for this, right? one by two, and the other by one. Okay, cool.
I knew you were gonna go fucking plasmoid.
I've been wanting to for a long time now.
I knew it.
So Carson, I assume you're excited for Spelljammer.
Oh yes.
I'm so fucking excited for Spelljammer.
Let's see.
I think it goes without saying that I'm excited for whatever. So.
Space D&D.
Okay, cool. So, putting that strength. I want after that. Wait. Oh.
What? What's up, Wendy?
Yo.
Hello,
Welcome,
sexy men. We are all quite sexy. I do have to agree with you there.
No arguments.
I can
Oh,
tell we're
shit.
all getting really into this because we all got quiet for a minute.
Yep.
I had so
Yep.
many things we need to do. Oh no. Okay.
What do I get? Straight out.
Okay.
Wait.
Jump.
I just had the most brilliant fucking idea. Ooh. Oh no.
Huh.
I think I'm about to.
Oh shit! I time has been going
Yeah,
faster.
We're about a minute and a half in. That's why 10 minutes is not a crazy amount of time.
I just have to say, I think I just got a really good idea for how to tap into that backstory in an unconventional thought process. So,
2-minute warning.
Loss.
Oh man, I am not. Oh gosh, I'm such a meat and potatoes person. I need a monster manual.
All right. Okay. Let's see what I get. Get 2 Eldritch Invocations. Right? Yeah. God, what bonds? Pact. Alright, choose the pact at level 3, right?
Wheelchairs break.
generally, things can break, yes.
Time is up, technically, but I need to pee. So I'm probably going to run and do that, so you guys will probably have an extra minute or two. Keep writing up and brainstorming. Unless you guys think you will need more than just like a minute or two.
I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, we can make it up as we go along.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna go pee. And then we'll start getting started. Pee.
I have not figured out shit.
Incredible.
I think I figured out my backstory. I just need to, put in stats and stuff.
I've got my stats in. I've got my backstory. It came to me. I had a moment. Got my backstory and everything. So
I haven't played cleric in so long. What are the go-to abilities for cleric? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom is the.
spellcasting is your spellcasting ability.
Oh
After
crap! I need to
that,
come up with a
you really
name.
wanna- Yeah, that I literally pulled up the fantasy name generator. I'm just gonna figure it out from there.
True.
Fine.
This is gonna be interesting.
I cannot wait. How poorly this is gonna go for me. Oh man! Want to peak that terrible, terrible, terrible wisdom score. I'm so excited.
Yeah, how you guys feeling?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, yes.
I have no spells and no stats, but I've got my story.
Yeah.
straight.
Oh my
I haven't
god,
even chosen spells yet.
Alan. I love you. Alright, so I will vamp for a minute.
Okay.
It's magical.
Yeah, I tried using a D&D Beyond to sort of help me do my planning and stuff, but I am so simple. I need book and paper. I'm small brain. I could tell you about the adventure, but I'm also worried that if they're going to keep working, I don't want to start explaining the adventure and then they
Have to
don't pay
explain it.
attention.
Start changing. Yeah, no. Don't.
He said, "Don't." You know what I can do? I can do a little bit more. Let me move this to my other monitor here. Monitor. It's gonna be a little fun. You may notice a couple familiar names, a few familiar NPCs.
Alan, I see what you wrote.
Yeah, I thought that's like the first thing that got put on the sheet after it got sent in.
Happy API month.
I mean, yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Hey Logan, you want to hear something that's gonna hurt you a little on the inside?
What's gonna hurt me a little?
You want to know what my passive perception is? 7.
Yes! It's about to be some ambush city. I'm just kidding. Most of it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay. What was the card you pulled? Yes, the card I pulled is called Win the Heart. It has a little Romeo and Juliet artwork on it. Some of the extra words were broken hearts, lovers spat, impossible love, love letter, romance, opposites attract, marriage proposal, airport, young lovers, incompatible, friend zone, and office romance. And I actually didn't pull any. Yes, I went with the airport word. You guys are gonna you're gonna be in some combat encounters with employees for American Airlines. Gonna have to get your seat on a plane.
You make it Delta.
Yeah, Delta Airlines, because life's a fucking nightmare.
You saw they killed 5 million bees?
No.
They sure fucking did.
Of course they did.
They rerouted a flight from. I had heard that it was from somewhere in California that was supposed to go
To Alaska.
Washington or to Alaska, and it got rerouted to Atlanta. And they just kind of left them there without doing anything about it. And local beekeepers tried to come in and do something about it, and apparently the whole shebang just kind of kicked the bucket. So that's the very poorly explained Spark Notes. So yeah, that's great. Humanity sucks.
I mean, we had plenty of bees, right?
Totally.
Oh boy. But hey, we can take it out in our own way in this here roleplay game.
Yep.
Fuck you, Delta Airlines! I'm actually an airport terrorist. Wait.
I'll say that on.
Clip that, we got him.
Wait.
Have any of you guys picked backgrounds yet?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I gotta do that?
I mean, it gives you mechanical benefits for doing it. Like extra proficiencies and stuff.
Oh boy. Hey Logan.
Hey, bud.
I'm gonna send you something real quick.
Okay.
Just a quick little thing.
Just
I'm
a
not-
quick little. Just a little.
But it's gonna tell you everything you need to know.
Stop sending Logan porn. We're trying to play D&D.
By the way, that picture is like potato quality, and I'm sorry.
You're not even sending him HD porn? Come on.
But I just want you to understand that I think I found my backstory niche.
Oh, that's so potato, Austin.
I'm so sorry.
That's so potato,
It's so
Austin.
potato, but I think I
That's
get it.
so potato. That's a Raven joke for
I
you.
I heard.
I don't know.
Yes.
I felt the need to explain the joke.
Sweet
I wasn't sure how many
reference.
people. I wasn't sure how many people were had their ear to the OG Disney culture like that. You know.
Can I be proficient in my wheelchair?
What does that mean?
It'd be pretty bad if you weren't.
And can I use it as a weapon?
Like a chariot, like a ram. Like you're gonna ram with it.
Sure.
I don't like where this is going, but you know.
How extensive are the rules for wheelchairs?
There's actually a whole supplement for that I don't have access
Yeah,
to.
the
right
combat
this minute.
the combat wheelchair. It's pretty sick.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, can I use that?
A lot of dumb fat nerds got mad about it because they were like, "We shouldn't have to make dungeons wheelchair accessible."
Why not?
Exactly.
Because exactly
Why
no,
not?
that's the point. Is that people want to implement dumb rules on D&D that don't matter. And it's a fantasy world. Maybe racism doesn't exist. Maybe people that have needs like wheelchairs can get around all right. Maybe we don't have to conform to the real world.
It should fit how you're okay to play with, you know?
Exactly. So shut up, dumb nerds.
Oh, that's too much. That's too much.
What's too much?
Nothing.
This character idea is gonna be so stupid, and I love it.
Me too.
Mine is developing as I've made to do choices.
I'm.
Not really.
This is really gonna go in a direction.
Can someone give me the skinny on what hobgoblins are supposed to be like?
Disciplined,
Okay.
martial, kind of military-esque. Here, there should be a little thing, a little blurb on them on their. No, just kidding. There's not a little blurb. There we go. Oh, there's a little blurb right there. Oh, it's mostly on monstrous characters. Oh, here we go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Many of them were driven from the Feywild by the conquering god, name I'm not going to try to pronounce, who marshaled them as soldiers, but the Fey realm left their mark wherever there are in the multiverse. They continue to channel aspect of Feywild's reciprocity, which creates. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so essentially hobgoblins are just kind of like formerly used as like the soldiers of an army. So they're fairly disciplined, kind of like generally well put together, kind of serious, as opposed to their goblin cousins who are traditionally scaredy cats. Scaredy cats.
Okay.
So
Aren't they big orc goblins? In a way.
Cool. Thanks, Austin.
yeah, but obviously it doesn't need to be that way. That's just kind of generally how they're usually portrayed in standard D&D fare.
Many cantrips.
Actually,
2.
Logan, if this doesn't suck, we should definitely do this again.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. It definitely. I think we all underestimated how long it would take to.
Well,
make
we're not
characters.
professional. We're not professional actors. I think I am ready. Whenever
I think I am as well.
I am pretty much just Jay chillin'.
You're Jay chillin'.
I forgot what I was gonna do with. Oh yeah.
Your full
Oopsie.
name, Austin J. Chillin.
it's actually Austin James. Little
J-
Yeah, I'm James chillin'.
Or
Austin James.
Jimmy V if you're cool.
The OGs remember.
Oh yeah. 4 spells.
Jimmy V on the mic.
I swear to God, I'm never gonna live it down. I'm never gonna live that down.
No. Sorry if this messed up the stream a little bit. Alan, how are you doing? You and your spells.
Yeah, I think I've got everything but spells right now.
Perfect. Good thing we're gonna start with something that needs spells. Carson, how are you doing?
Playing catch up, but I'll roll with the punches.
Perfect. So,
Sure.
as third level adventurers, we'll go ahead and say you all know each other. You have reason to adventure together and to somewhat like each other. You are, in whatever role you serve on your normal basis, you are adventurers in and around Neverwinter. Whoa, Jacob gifting subscriptions. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Adventuring around Neverwinter, and from all your sort of interesting occupations and backgrounds and lifestyles. Jesus, I'm just now looking at your characters, and holy fucking God. You each have your own unique skill sets and networks for work. Now, as of late, you have one of the biggest and most important jobs. A young prince in Neverwinter, who is decidedly not given their name to you, has had a bit of a pickle. He's getting married soon. Well, he's proposing soon. And his family heirloom engagement ring, he thought with all of his book smarts and magical training, he'd be able to pull some wool over a couple people's eyes and bet the ring while gambling in Neverwinter. Now, of course, as the story goes, he lost the ring and now he needs the ring back, and is not wanting his family to find out, or his future fiance's family to find out what he's been doing, and it would just look bad all in all. So he's called upon a few favors. And we'll go ahead and start first with the first network opportunity. Austin, if you would like to introduce and describe your character.
Yeah, so, I'm Vicer. They call me Vicer the Minotaur, because I'm a Minotaur, and people usually yell, "Oh god, it's a Minotaur," so it just kind of stuck. Thank you, Captain Obvious, but it's fine. I've got, kind of dark fur, probably because I haven't had a chance to take a real bath in a while. I don't have any money. Probably for the same reason the schmuck lost his ring, but it's fine. I had a kind of a gambling problem. It was a whole deal. And then I kind of learned my lesson when there was just this weird person on the road while I was camping one night. And they offered to play some cards with me. And I said, fuck yeah, I'd love to play some cards with you. Let's bet. I want to make some money. And I lost all my money. And I didn't have any money to bet. So I said, you want to make another bet. And long story short, I think I'm getting all the gambling I'm ever gonna want on a regular basis now. But yeah, I'm Vicer. Real tall. I got one horn. I lost that in a bet too. I had to cut it off and then sell it to a guy. But it's a whole thing. I got this big hammer. People sometimes they get scared when they lose bets to me, or when I lose bets to them because they think I'm gonna hit them with the hammer if they take my money. But I'm an honest guy. I'll give them money. It's not a big deal. Like I lost fair and square, whatever, man. So yeah, Vicer the Minotaur. Nice to meet you.
I love the vaguely WWE wrestler vibes I'm getting from the voice and the personality. I was expecting a "Hey there, brother" at any point.
Damn it! You should. Damn it! Now I'm gonna say it. Now, see, you said it. Now it's not gonna be original, but I'm gonna say it now because now you put that idea in my brain.
Yeah, we're gonna need to hit Austin with a lot of hydrates because he's gonna be hoarse as fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking suck.
So
I don't have any water.
get fucking water. We'll do it in a minute.
Whatever, man.
So yes, Vicer. With your contacts and sort of the local gamblers and gambling spots and some a little more high dollar gambling spots, some a little more at the docks and back of warehouses kind of places. A couple of the big players in those rings, and of course you were able to pull on a couple people, ask around, and you were eventually able to find out who won the ring and who is now made off with it. Where you at least recognize the name, and with a little bit of extra snooping, you found out that they're also a Zent or Gentarim agent.
Oh shit.
But knowing where to find a Gentarim agent is, of course, near impossible. And it seems as though they've kind of ditched that gambling spot after what has followed. So, of course, you have to reach out to some extra folks. So, let's see. This one's going to be just randomly determined. I'm just going to start with the one at the top. No, wait, Alan's picking spells. We'll do Jacob. He seems really ready. So, Jacob, if you would like to describe and introduce your character.
So, my character by day is his name is Lumen, a clerk in a local courthouse. He's the guy that kind of types out the transcriptions of the court cases. Mild-mannered, kind of viewed as by most people as just a tool of the courthouse. He is a warforged, but by night he has a second identity as Storm's Eye, a vigilante that roams the city and the countryside as kind of a Batman-esque hero, using his magical affinity with storms to be a lawyer of a different sense, a judge of a different sense, someone that hunts down the guilty that he may see get off scot-free in the courthouse on a daily basis, kind of taking the law into his own hands. Kind of a lean, like lithe figure. And whenever his magic activates, you can see gears turn, kind of like a lightning rod inside of his metallic body.
What was his vigilante name again?
Storm's Eye.
Is that spelled with a Z?
No.
Storms?
No, just
Oh.
Storm's Eye. Like, spelled like a normal person would spell it. Not everything has to be crazy.
Oh, so it's not fantasy-fied, so it's not, has some extra Y's and apostrophes and maybe a silent K.
E's.
Hey now, don't make fun of my naming conventions.
So, we'll say, Vicer, you've probably bumped up and ventured, gotten some it has already up. You've joined up with Lumen on occasion, both during the day and maybe at night, to dish out some justice. So, he might be a good one to call on when you're concerning basically criminals. And so, of course, pulling on extra contacts, Lumen, first, actually, I need to... the gent agent that won the ring from the anonymous prince is a woman named Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn Spargo.
Wanda?
What?
Nothing.
I feel like Alan's always in on a joke that no one else is in on.
Yep.
Wait, that's the name of the prospective fiance?
No, that's the name of the Gentarim agent that
Okay.
won the ring. But of course, that could very well be just an alias used around the gambling rings, or just out in public generally as an agent. Could very well have some other aliases that they use. But doing a bit of asking around, you find that this particular Gentarim agent, or at least a woman matching her description and sort of acting a bit suspicious and cagey, actually left Neverwinter, heading south in the direction of Phandalin and a few of the other small towns out that way. So of course, those roads have been dangerous of late. A lot of the guards have been preoccupied with more of the drama and special events within the city, and plus, there's not much of note down south of Neverwinter lately, so there's not really much to protect besides, the people that live there. But anyway, money's tight in Neverwinter right now. No one's wanting to work anymore, as they say.
Boo.
um, so of course, you need some extra hands to keep yourselves safe as you leave Neverwinter. And now that will take it to Alan. If you are ready,
Hey.
Alan, if you will
Yeah.
introduce and describe your character.
Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so in comes rotates and row whirlman, and looking from the top down, right?
You're under arrest.
You see the face of a hobgoblin, right? And he's got a helmet on and some goggles on, because he's a traveler, right? He's in it for the journey, for the ride, and right now he's got, his trusty old protective leather vest, some fingerless gloves, and as you pan down, looking at the rest of him, he's still like, a typical hobgoblin height, but where there should be legs, there aren't. Instead, he's got this kind of weird harness around him, right? And he's got like a wheel on each side of his hip, right? And at the bottom, right, where his knees are, or where they should be about, is kind of like this weighted pendulum, okay? And this pendulum on the inside, you can see there's like a little glass window, and a couple holes, and you can see a tiny cricket in there, right?
I am
And,
insatiably curious about where this
The
is coming
cricket.
from.
Yes.
Can I like approach the party in a cool way?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, describe the first impression, the first look.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if we're like inside or outside. I hope we're outside, but I'm gonna be zooming in through, okay? And I don't know how Sacred Flame works, but I want to use it kind of like, like Back to the Future when the DeLorean goes through time and there's like flame where the wheel should be,
Yeah.
right? Those flame lines. I want to do that, right? And then I want to use thaumaturgy on the cricket to make it sound like a really guttural engine, right? When he's like tricking his legs.
Oh, so instead of like a cricket chirp, you like drop the pitch down.
Yeah. And so like I zoom in, like what's that Nick Cage guy? Ghost Rider, and like and I use my wheels to just kind of like swivel in, just kind of swerve a little bit. You see some skid marks and some flames, and I go high five somebody. He takes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay,
It's a nice ride you got there, brother.
here it is. So I
it is.
guess for what that Nick Cage guy. So I guess for your new companions, I'm sure you made a grand entrance, and I assume you typically make a grand entrance because that was well rehearsed and well practiced. So what do people know you as? What is your reputation?
Mine?
Yeah, so are you just like do you race? Are you an adventurer? Are you a retail worker?
I'm just kind of a nomad, man. Yeah, just traveling here and there. And I just go around, just in it for the ride.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. I also sell like some little tiny pewter trinkets on the side, I like to, get, because pewter's pretty cheap, at least in the real world. I don't know about D&D, but, and so I take some pewter and I'll make like little figurines of things I see,
This was a mistake.
Here's one of, what's something famous? Cleopatra. There you go. That'll be like, I don't know, a silver, 5 coppers, something like that.
I was so engrossed in your descriptions that I literally didn't write a single thing down about your character. I was just listening.
Now that I know what the cricket is for, I'm just like,
Oh man. Oh gosh, I got keywords. So, finally, filling out the fourth in your crew, Carson, please I guess if you have a particular introduction in mind for how people meet you, but introduce your character and describe them and sort of like their reputation, what they're known for, kind of stuff.
Aye, my name's Kelpbeard, terror of the Sword Coast,
Oh no!
Red Pirate, scion of Nagashiroth, formless terror of the depths.
Who is now, after an unfortunate battle with some privateers from Waterdeep, down on his luck and working food service in Neverwinter. Kelpbeard is, we'll say, I don't know, maybe like 6 foot tall. Is a being made of pure, kind of like constantly flowing seawater, but decked out in kind of like traditional piratey garb, or like kind of a overcoat, some leathers. There's like kind of a billowy white shirt, boots, it's whatnot. It a tricorn cap, and he is like where a beard would be, just a bunch of kelp sticking out and kind of waving in the wind, and where his eyes would be are, which you could almost tell that he is not a being that requires eyes to see. So just kind of as a terror tactic, he has these 2 eyes that have been like gouged out of a shark, stuck into his face, and just kind of looking goggle-eyed in different directions. And with him, he always has his Pact of the Chain familiar, or a kind of hybrid pseudo-dragon seagull being, and that is kind of this terrifying little snappy monstrosity that's always kind of weaving its way around, and his name is Gouge.
I go up to you and say, "Hey, brother, I haven't seen you in a while.
Aye, Ro.
How's it going, my snaily die friend?"
9 to 5 and all that.
Yeah.
The grind. What about you, Vicer?
Oh man.
Just going around avoiding the casinos and trying to good lad. I already have. I'm trying honest work. I kind of do a little mercenary stuff here and there. It's kind of why we're here. Yeah, brother, this guy he lost his ring. Gambling, of all things. I've seen many a man a little bit, but I gotta keep together. His dignity or his life at the gambling table.
And as I say that, the eyes kind of like jiggle.
Oh,
It's fucking gross.
Again.
Horrifying. Oh my god.
I laugh back in a way that makes him laugh again, so the eyes jiggle more.
Yeah, and then Gouge is over there, just kind of like this like really disconcerting, like high-pitched chirp that sounds like a laugh.
Yes. So, you guys gear up and head out south of Neverwinter, trying to at least track this Genturum agent, Gwendolyn Spargo.
I adopt the Storm's Eye persona, and I have like a cowl and cape like on, and very different from my Lumen persona. I'm going to adopt the vigilante persona.
Is there a voice change with that? Are you going to be all Batman?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
All gruff voices that we're gonna need to drink tons of water from.
Lightning. The lightning will strike. Fast and true.
Do we know about your other persona?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is,
Okay.
like,
It's so obvious.
for the most part, I've not like stirred up enough trouble to where I've killed anyone. We're only level 3, so like I've definitely only like zapped some people a little bit, and then like they turn themselves in. It's not like I've not escalated to the point of being a problem yet, so everyone thinks it's funny for now.
Not a problem.
Keltbeard definitely plays along. He's just like, "Aye, Storm's Eye, when did you get here? Ah, where did Lubin go?"
I don't know who you're talking about.
You should meet him. Good guy.
He sounds like he's very good at his job as a clerk.
Well, all right then. Yeah.
It's at this point in your journey along what I believe is, if I recall correctly, the Tribor Trail that leads south of Neverwinter. Did I guess that right, or is it the High Road? I think the Tribor Trail is connected. Oh, it don't matter. You're on a road!
I think
Cool.
when
Good to know.
Lost Mines at some point.
I know, it's been a fucking long-ass
Literal
time.
years since we
Can
did
I-
Lost Mines.
I'm gonna take a toilet cat like as fast.
Oh,
as I
go for it.
possibly
Yes,
can.
you're on the High Road.
Yeah,
I will also.
I would like.
Okay, guess we're toilet cats.
Cool.
I guess so. I would like to take this opportunity to
Right back.
inform you, Logan, and I will bring it up again. I assure you that a note that I thought of later on as a little descriptor for you. I have a maul, and it is not a like hammerhead. It's more of like a multi-sided cylindrical,
fine.
spherical object, and I call it the Hammer of Probability.
And yes, you can do the big boy thing.
Yes.
Yes, I meant to say that earlier, but I
Chaos.
totally forgot. I'm also going to toilet cat now.
Chaos.
Hello, everyone. It's me. Hope everyone's doing okay today. How's everyone doing out there? I hope you're doing well. I actually don't know. That's why I'm asking. How are you doing? Dying in Elden Ring? Kyle, just get better. Stop dying. Level up your vigor. Hey Carson, Kyle keeps dying in Elden Ring. I told him to level up his vigor. What do you think about that?
Yes.
Level up your vigor, dog.
It's funny because the only things he's leveled is like faith and vigor, so his vigor is actually not bad. He just dies anyway. Yeah, just dodge, easy.
Yeah.
Bro, then you need to level
Simply
up your fucking
dodge.
endurance, my dude.
Or just get a spirit ash, get it to +10, and then
Mhm,
sit back
mhm.
and watch
I'll
the
let it do
show.
the work. Unless you fight against Millennia, because in my
Oh, yeah.
my mimic tier got fucking wrecked, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm in danger.
I'm sorry your Wii is still dead.
I thought this said my wife is still dead for a moment.
Yeah, I read that as my wife is still dead, and I was like,
my
You don't have a-
wife.
you don't have a wife. I'm your wife.
Male wife. Also, Rachel, I'm very glad to hear about your successful.
I didn't have a good poop today, and I'm mad about it.
I just haven't pooped today.
Is it stringy?
I
did
don't want to
not
go
need
into that.
to.
I don't
No,
want to go
no,
into
I'm
that.
good.
Alan, I almost answered you so sincerely. I about just went into a whole thing, but we're not gonna do that here.
So, it's
Tell me
at
about
nope. We're not gonna talk about poop.
Nope, not doing it.
Not doing it. It's at
I
this.
will.
It's at this point. No, we're not talking about poop, Alan.
Nope.
That's what I thought. So, it's at this point in your 2-day or so journey when you reach the split where the high road branches off into the Tribor Trail. And you all spot a figure. Not on a horse, not in a wagon, and not really walking anywhere. Well, kind of walking. As you get a bit closer, you see that there's an old man. Old man. Hands tucked into sleeves, looking around, and you realize as you get a bit closer, he looks lost. And you can see that he is confused too, and as you get closer to you, he's partially blind and is having a little bit trouble seeing the road sign at the intersection, looking around, and then of course, you know, the skirting of wheelchair tires, the thudding of minotaur hooves on the ground, and the sloshing of a liquid person.
Man.
He calls out and says, "Is someone there? Hello?"
Hey, Haas.
Haas.
My name.
What brings you here, old timer?
Oh, my name's not Haas. Bran. See, I was on a bit of a pilgrimage, headed to Vandalin. There was a young lady there with a shrine I was hoping to visit, and my, I think my dog must have ran off or something. He has been by my side in a second, doesn't come when I call, but, I've been standing out here for quite some time. Would you be able to escort me back to Phandalin?
Would you like a ride, brother?
A ride? I'm not much suited for horse travel.
Oh, no.
Did you lose your dog?
I think he must have run off somewhere. He always comes back, though.
Hey, man, you don't need to ride that archaic horse.
Oh,
If
good.
your-
It's bad
if
for
your
my
dog
hips.
always comes back, why not wait around?
I've been out here for a few hours, and I was ready to get into town.
I look to the others, bobbing my eyes skeptically.
Oh my god.
Draws in concerned eyebrows.
I don't know, brothers. We could just, I'm more than happy to take the old timer with us, but, what if we just found his dog?
We should find his dog.
Aye.
We'll find
Yo.
your...
Go take a look. Arr, arr, arr. Send.
I have a
Dog
way
up.
with animals. Don't worry.
I'm
Here,
gonna,
puppy.
I'm gonna start looking to see if there's a dog, and I'm also gonna start looking to see if there are people waiting to ambush us.
Make a perception check for me.
Cool. Let's.
And the old man asks if he can hold on to one of your arms to help you find the dog. He'll
Perception.
call and whistle. You hold his arm.
Okay.
I do.
It goes.
Like an
I
animal
do
handling
have-
check. To
So that's
call.
be a +3.
So what's your total?
15.
Oh, Rachel picked out my dice for this session.
Word.
One set is a very clear, glittery, kind of pinkish yellowish color, and the other one is an
Yep.
opaque, purpley, half yellow color, like a cotton candy.
I'm using this is a set that I've never used before. It's a kind of like bluish purple with a little bit of gold inside of it. I thought that would be fun.
I have the normal suspects. Except I don't have the soul dice because I don't think I need to waste their charm.
So Carson, what did you roll in your perception?
15.
15. It
How
turns
impaired-
out, as you all turn, he links arms with Alan's character, Ro. And you start to traipse off the path a little bit, searching for signs of his dog. Kelpbeard, you notice, as you pass under the branch of a tree overhead, there is a brightly colored, shining emerald and slight reddish and purplish hints across its scales, a snake wrapped around one of the tree branches. Then you notice it has wings tucked in as well. And then you look over, and there's one in another tree. And another tree.
Do I recognize these beings?
Make a history check for me.
Okay. It's gonna be.
Brand, what his dog looks like.
Oh, you're a bit gray and scruffy like me. Has kind of terrier mustache and goatee.
14.
Those are flying snakes, and they're regularly used as messengers and ambushing companions for Gentarim agents.
And this guy does not match the description of the guy,
No,
whoever we're
no.
looking for.
No, he does not.
Cool.
And as you're walking to you, Ro, eventually once he describes his dog, he says, "What brings you all the way out here down this way?"
Well, you know, we're on a nice little mission, you could say, but honestly, I'm just in it for the journey. Speaking of journey, hey, are you tired?
Okay. Kelpbeard.
Mhm.
What do you do?
Do I have the snakes clocked me? Have the snakes clocked that I have clocked them?
That's a big ask. You imagine that with your big group, they definitely know you're there. And if they're indeed waiting to ambush you, they're probably waiting for a command to do so.
All right. Well, I start casually making my way back over to the others. And I'll grab, I guess, Vicer. I'll just be like, there's too many motherfucking snakes in these motherfucking trees.
No, god damn it!
Magical.
Carson, you get an extra D4 on whatever roll you make
God.
next.
God damn it! No one ever expects a snakes on a plane reference. God,
No, they really don't. I
Shake
didn't
position.
expect it.
just
But seriously, we're walking into an ambush, lad. Prepare yourself.
You know what makes me angry? Gambling and ambushes.
those were the two things.
Remember
Those are the
laws
two
we need to
things!
worked on.
Trying
Um,
really hard.
and then
Count down from 10.
in response
In
to
for
you,
four and out
Ro,
for four.
the old man says, yes, he is tired of traveling, walking, and standing.
Well, you know, if you're feeling that tired, I could give you a lift of sorts. No horses involved, just a nice smooth ride, amazing suspension.
He reaches down, you can't see very well, and kind of feels for whatever your deal is, trying to get a gauge on it. He says, well, I've got to. I need to ask you something first.
Yeah, brother.
You're not out here hunting the sparrow, are you?
Can I insight check this old man?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. Anyone can make an insight check or an investigation check too.
That's a nat 20.
Ew.
This dice I've never used before. Rolling not bad.
Making an insight check, you clock that this is not an old man. It is a very thickly built man in old man makeup.
I will, because my wisdom is not great, I will immediately reach out and I'm going to attempt to shock the shit out of this man
Make
with a
ma-
shocking grass.
roll initiative, everybody.
Wait, I'm still holding his arm.
I'm gonna roll your stuff and hold your rolls. I'm gonna switch
I'm
over
trying
to
to
some.
get this old man to ride me, dude.
You're trying to get him to what? You?
What?
What?
Trying to get him to
Hello?
what?
Incredible.
Let's see.
She
What
did
is
what?
this?
This cup?
Yeah, no, that's not good. I'm gonna get
I
some
think-
combat music ready here.
I think humor in media peaked when Mater said, "You did what in this cup?" Cards.
Initiative is Dex modifier. right?
Yes, Dex modifier. Man, I need some.
Shit. I got a 5.
I'm just gonna use some classic combat music here. It was one of the straight up one of the first things. Eh.
I mistyped instead of Storm's Eye. I typed Storm's Ye.
Storms, yeet.
Ye.
That made Rachel laugh from the other room. That's so. I think this is
See,
what I actually wanted.
There are a few things I know in this world. At least I can make Rachel laugh.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
That's what matters to me.
And
I
actually,
take solemn in that.
I'm actually gonna upload a battle map here really quick. And I'll need to do a shout out for who I got the battle map from here. Oh gosh. Well, that's taking forever to upload. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull that up. Yeah, that works out perfectly. So shout out to Neutral Party. Got your map from on Reddit. Make some freaking. I use your battle maps freaking all the time. They're gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Love the freaking style. So I'm actually gonna do initiative right here on the sticky note up in the right hand corner. So first up, I'm actually gonna try and learn y'all's names. Vicer, what was your initiative?
Sorry, I was gone for a second.
Oh, no, you're good,
because
you're
I
good.
thought the cat peed on something. No, he just accidentally peed on his foot. It's a 13.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I checked, and he had just used the litter box. He just peed on his foot a little.
Storm's Eye, the vigilante.
19.
With a 19, and I'm gonna move yours so that way it doesn't get too confused here. Row.
5.
Perfect. And then finally, that takes us to Kelpbeard.
18.
18.
Do I get is this like part of my initiative for what I did, or is
Nope, that's just you triggering the combat, because they were definitely aware, keeping an eye out on you, so there was no surprising them, but thanks to Kelpbeard, they did not surprise you.
okay? Cool.
So let me place some tokens down. I don't have, of course, ones that perfectly represent your characters, because I don't think there's any tokens in the world that can perfectly represent your characters.
That's fair.
So I'm going to use the assigned barbarian tokens or assigned like PC tokens and add your names to them as a tag.
We haven't even finished this, but like we should definitely do this again.
Yes.
because it's so stupid and so fun.
It hasn't really been revealed yet, but Austin, you are playing a barbarian. Alan,
Yes.
you are playing a cleric, correct?
Yes.
Brad?
Thank you for adding that as a quote, Rachel. That needed to be a quote.
So let's see, we got the row.
God damn it.
Storm's Eye, you are playing a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have a sorcerer with like a little wizard hat token or a construct robot token?
Do the construct robot one. That's fine.
It's gonna be a size too big, but I'm just gonna shrink it down. And finally, Kelpbeard. Kelpbeard, do you want the aberration kind of oozy token? Do you want the actual ooze token that has a skull inside of it, or do you want the warlock token that's kind of fiendish looking?
I'll take the first one.
Eyeball. Oh no. How's that work?
It's very big.
Well, it's too big. I just wanted to make it big enough for you to see the details of it.
No, I like it.
All right, so we got Kelpbeard there, and then finally, I'm going to drop in the gent agent that you were speaking to, and then I will drop in the flying snakes. And so what I'm going to do is, I assume you guys walked into the woods a little bit. I'm going to put you a little. Put him right there, and then I'm going to. Ro's positioning is already determined for him, but the other three of you, you can place yourselves in whatever radius around Ro and the gent agent that you would like. While I
Which one is the agent?
The one with the knife.
Yeah, the one with the knife that says gent. You'll probably have to zoom in a little bit.
Just in case this ends up mattering, my initiative was 13, not 15. I don't know if that will end up mattering.
We'll see.
Rachel says to hydrate.
We're busy.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I needed that.
I definitely needed it for the voice.
I think most of you do.
I am the night. I am the
Exactly.
storm.
I definitely, so sometimes when I drive long distances, I like to sing along a lot to the songs that I'm listening to.
Of course, as you do.
And naturally, I listen to a lot of metal when I drive.
You were like,
so it's either scream vocals, which I'm okay at, or it's like the very tippy top of my register.
see,
And so I'm surprised to still have a voice right now.
Austin, now that you're moving to Raleigh, we can finally start a ska band.
Oh my God, you're right. Yes.
Jesus.
Hey, Logan. You know what? Y'all should also
Come to
move
Raleigh, join our
so that
ska
we can
band.
start a ska band together.
Uh-huh.
It'll be better than last time.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway,
Um,
I gotta zoom in this map because I can't see shit.
yeah, it's kind of a big old map. It's actually not that big. It's just
No, I figured it out. It's okay. Sorry, I gotta put on my glasses. The screen is hurting my eyes.
I didn't roll my health.
oh.
You
Oh my God.
stupid idiot!
One D.
Very.
Okay.
Classic. Okay. Wow. Alan finishes rolling his hit points. I'm going to roll some initiative for these fools.
Rachel said the vanilla envelope bit is on par with the Seinfeld base theme to me, honestly.
Excellent.
That's fair.
If if you ever just want comedic effect for like a very niche group of people, just go buena.
Thank you. I would like to take this time to give a shout out to Angel Vega Juarez for starting
True.
that meme.
Shout out
Sure.
to Angel Vega Juarez.
Shout out to the guy who originated half of our humor.
He's a
Yeah.
funny man.
Yeah. I remember saying that when I was in college. I was like, Angel is a trendsetter. Like,
Yes.
He can
That's
make
why
any
sometimes
jokes he
I
wants.
I just Venmo him sometimes and say, "This is for making my life funnier. Thank you for your joke.
Yes.
I used your joke today. Here's $5."
I used your joke today. Here's $5.
I'm gonna do that like right now. Hold on.
All right, folks, are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, first up, as Storm's eye begins to conjure up a bit of lightning in his hands, the best that this Gentirim agent can let out is a hiss sound, causing the flying snakes overhead to zip down and make their ambush strikes as they rolled a very good 17 plus their dex. So they're going to go for the two are going to go for the one that's conjuring up a bit of lightning. One is going to go for Ro. Sorry, Ro. The two for the Storm's Eye, that's the same thing. 16 to hit.
That hits?
No, excuse me, for Storm's Eye.
I am going to cast Shield.
Block both of their bites as they blast forward with these radiant-looking wings and shimmering scales, but then these big, dark-looking fangs. You manage to avoid two nasty bites. And then the other one is going to go for Ro with the natural 1. Ro, it lands up in your lap and curls up like a puppy.
Cute.
I keep.
But then some of the hidden ones are going to use their fly speed to listen to the hiss.
Can I use my reaction to pet it gently?
Yeah, you can. The hidden ones are going to hop up around our friends, Kelpbeard and Vicer. First, Vicer, that's a natural 16 to hit for a total of a 22.
Oh, shit, what? 22, yeah, mm-hmm.
So you take 1 point of bite damage, plus, I'm missing a d4. Oh no, there it is. Oh no! Oh no! On 3d4, I rolled all 4s for 12 points of poison damage.
Right.
Half of your fur immediately falls out. And then Kelpbeard.
M redeemed a stretch, so
That's good. We got a stretch. Kelpbeard, a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
ugh,
That's 1 point of piercing damage and pretty low poison damage. 6 points of poison damage.
Okay, so 7 points all told.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot that I had, No, just kidding, never mind.
And then they're going to use their flyby to fly away a couple feet. Not far, because they used almost all their movement to get there. And we'll say the others do a little bit as well. Just to put a little distance between, except the one that landed in Ro's lap. It's being petted now. Perfect. Now that'll take us to Storm's Eye.
all right. So I will. Time to do some sorcery bullshit. I'm going to. My initial thing was using Shocking Grasp, so I'm going to quicken spell and use Shocking Grasp as a bonus action. And that's going to be a nat 20.
Oh no! So yeah, roll your double die.
Oh, I knocked my switch over. Oh well. Let's see. And that is, let's see. What's that? So,
Wait,
I guess
did your
2d8?
music not loop? Oh, it sure did not. Screw you, music.
Do you want just to roll like double die or double the total?
Whichever you want.
Okay. Cool. That is 12 points of lightning damage.
Woo!
And then I'm going to use my movement and back over here next to Kelpbeard. And as my main action, I'm going to use Witch Bolt. Roll to hit again. And that is a... This dice is very dark and hard to read. That is a natural 17.
That
So-
will definitely it.
All right, and that's a D12.
D12.
So that is 6 points of lightning damage.
Not looking great. He is zapped and shaking with electricity. While Ro
The
is holding
storm
on
will
to him.
almost find you.
Alright, anything else?
No, that will be it for me. But I'm going to maintain that Witch Bolt to continue to zap on following turns.
Perfect. Kelp beard.
Alright, I say, I gouge, the gig is up. Get ready to feast on some eyeballs.
And I send him spinning up, and he's gonna give me the help action by fucking doing a flyby on this one in front of me, this flying snake. As I use my action to summon my my tentacle, which I'm just gonna like speak some words, I guess, Aquan, and this is weird swirling magic that seems to like almost come from within me and cloud the water that I am composed of, and my arm just kind of shoots out of my sleeve and goes and fucking grabs it and starts it's like squeezing it.
Ooh. Yeah, make your attack roll.
Will do. Nat 20. Didn't even need the second
Let's
one.
go.
And I rolled a 7 on the D8. So that's gonna be 14 points of damage.
It had 5 hit points. So what happens?
Cool. Oh, I fucking just envelop it, and the water just compresses inward, and it just kind of turns into this soup of like blood and viscera, and I boop, boop, pop out 2 eyeballs up into the air that Gouge flies by, just catches in his mouth. I go, "Aye, good boy," and I just like retract the tentacle and let what was moments ago a living, breathing creature, and is now just a mush, kind of just flop onto the ground.
The electrified old man gent agent. He's like, "Oh, no, not Squeaker."
You're next, fucker. Gouge is gonna eat good tonight. Arr, arr, arr.
All right, that will take it to Vicer.
Captain Kelpbeard, I think it's time to fucking gamble.
And
Let it out, boy. Let it out.
And Vicer, like, I mean, part of his fur is not missing because it got poisoned out, and you can kind of see the veins and part of his neck, the part where some fur fell out and everything, and his eyes get real bloodshot, and you see kind of like a little genie materialize on top of his head and go, "Be careful what you wish for," and I need to roll a D100 real quick. as I run up to the Gent agent and rage.
Jesus.
Might have been in his business. Oh no. Okay. All right. Hang on. I gotta learn how to read for a second. Okay. I think. Yes, that's correct. Oh no. Oh, cool. And suddenly, in just a flash of arcane light, Vicer is now one size larger.
Oh no!
Incredible.
Crashing through the trees overhead.
Wait, are you wild magic barbarian?
I sure am, but I'm not using the wild magic table from the wild magic barbarian.
I'm
I'm using the wild magic table from the wild magic sorcerer.
Oh boy.
The big table.
The big boy table. And I guess now that I am raging and thoroughly angry about snakes and the fact that I am gambling, I'm just gonna fucking hit him, and I'm gonna hit him really hard. Is there any benefits to being a size larger? or am I
Is it
just a
via
size
the
larger?
It's a
enlarge?
D. Yeah,
spell?
it's a D4 extra damage.
Okay, it literally just says you are now one size larger for your size increases by one size category for the next minute. That's it. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
So. Anyway,
Can we be funny about it and say like your size increases, but your weapons and stuff don't? So you're still using like.
Oh yeah. And I have my maul in hand, which now looks like a mace. And the head of the maul is not a hammerhead. It looks like a multi-sided spherical object. And I call it the Hammer of Probability, and I'm gonna fucking hit him with it. So... 12.
12 to hit.
I didn't say I was reckless attacking.
That's his AC. Roll some
Oh,
damage.
word?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, cool. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, great. You made me gamble, brother! And I'm just gonna fucking just bonk, and then he fucking drops. That's it. Like, no crushing, just smack, and get the recoil on the hammer and everything, and he just goes...
This fake old man falls to the ground. Body still moving because it's been electrified for the past seconds. Like, but he is down, down, down. All right, anything else, Vicer?
Oh, that's all I got.
All right, now that'll take it to... Oh!
Huh?
Takes it now to the Gent agent that is hiding in a nearby bush.
Oh.
It was originally going to help out with this ambush, but is instead going to take a shot while shouting, "Hey, big guy!" That is a natural 19, so I assume that's going to hit once I do all the math.
I'm assuming I'm big guy, then yes.
Yes, you are big guy. You are literally big guy. Ooh, that was not good for one of those. 10 points of piercing damage.
Rad.
As a crossbow bolt scrapes past your haunch, and you see a dark camouflage Gentarum agent pop out of some brush way up there. Shout out and say, "If you go after the sparrow, you'll make an enemy of us yet." And then they're going to use their bonus action to dash really far. That's as far as they get as they sprint up the road.
Well,
And they do another hissing sound as if to summon or command the snakes, but that'll take it now to Ro. The old man that you were just helping just got electrocuted and smashed to bits. But you have a little snake sitting in your lap.
A little dazed, maybe slightly traumatized by what just happened. in
There's
front of me.
blood spattered on the side of you in your wheelchair.
I just, sit. I can't really sit. I'm wheels.
I'm wheels.
I just keep befriending the snake.
Make an animal handling check.
Ew. Handling. Hey, I know how to do that. Wow. Wait. 17.
17. Okay. As it becomes the flying snake's turn, they all use whatever stuff they can. I believe. Is there flyby just if they attack? I'm about to find out. Flyby, whatever that flies out of an enemy's reach. So they will just use all of their fly speed to just flap away, except the one that is in Ro's lap. It stays all nice and cozy.
I do like a friendly headbutt.
To the snake?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Storm's Eye will be your turn, but I want to open it up to the rest of you if you want to chase down this agent.
I have a little something. Do we want to take this man alive, or do we want him to be giblets?
I'm okay with giblets, but taking him alive is fine too.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I gained a friend. I'm fine.
All right. I turn and I just go. You've invoked the fury of the storm, and worse, you've invoked the fury of retail workers. And I reach out and the water just kind of I splash it outwards, and it's in kind of this wall of droplets, and then I send one little spark of electricity, or I guess magic, and it starts bouncing between them and creates this expanding explosion that envelops them all as I cast Shatter.
Oh.
And that's a what save?
Con, I believe.
Oh no.
It's gone.
Flying snakes. They got a 9.
That's gonna fail.
The Gentarum agent got a 10.
That's gonna fail. That is gonna be 12 points of damage to all of them.
Flying snakes spatter and go limpless, falling to the ground. Their radiant scales now just mush. The Gent agent's still up.
In the meantime, I'm gonna fucking dash at him and use my fucking horns with Goring Rush.
I would also like to move a little bit within 15 feet and try to use lightning lure and pull him back. Because he ain't getting out of here.
What's the mechanics for lightning lore? What does it need?
Strength saving throw, or be pulled in a 10 feet straight line towards me, and if they are within 5 feet of me, they take a D8 of damage. So I was gonna move forward a little bit and then whip.
Yep. So here's what we're gonna do. Austin, go ahead and gore attack, and I will have them make a strength save. With an 8, so that's fail on the lightning lure.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and reckless attack if that's
Might as
okay
well.
with you.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Logue nuts. Legume.
Legumes.
It says it's okay. Dropping a few frames, but it says it's good. Am I still
Yeah.
robot-y?
No, you're good.
No, you're fine now.
Alright,
Let's truck.
Let's
We got
truck. You guys are at this intersection. You just got ambushed by agents telling you not to go after the Sparrow. You'll make enemies, etc., etc. Now they're dead. The flying snakes have retreated, and now Ro has a little flying snake companion in his lap. So, you still are a few hours outside of Phandalin, but you're at least on the right track, it seems. Oh. Anything else you want to do here before heading out, or anything you want to say?
I want to race my flying snake.
It definitely
They
beats
do any of the Zentrum agents that we killed? Do they have anything? They got anything on them that would give us any hints to the people we're pursuing?
Ah, great. Yes, whoever wants to search for clues and things like that, make an investigation check for me.
Gladly. That is a 12.
You notice that both of the agents have an equal amount of gold in their pockets. Specifically, each one has 25 gold. But you notice that the one that you took care of first, the one posing as an old man, had a note that says, rumor has it that mercenaries are attempting to find the Sparrow. Waylay them the best you can, slow them down until the Sparrow can meet the Miner, M-I-N-E-R. Meet the Miner. Once lunch has been had, you can take off.
The plot thickens, eh?
There's no more snakes, brothers. No more snakes. We're gambling. I really need to stop gambling.
If there are more snakes, we'll show him what for. Arr.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we will. I got it. No, can't get too excited.
Let's
Can't get too
Deep
excited.
breaths. Deep breaths. I don't have lungs, but you get the idea.
let's
Good.
let's find this miner.
Aye.
Yeah, this miner sounds like bad news. Kind of want to pile drive him a little. I don't know. Too excited.
Save it.
So you get on your way toward Phandalin, eventually arriving in town. Again, it's an old mining town that's definitely fallen to the wayside over the past few years. Muddy roads, broken down buildings, and the shrine that they were talking about is a shrine, but it's mostly like 3 pieces of stone foundation sort of laid on top of each other.
Is there a really crazy kind of loud, shouty priest there, perhaps?
Like on every college campus. Yeah.
Except he screamed at the sun.
Oh man, what a dude. Anyway, so you arrive in Phandalin, and I'm not sure how you want to go about it. What do you want to do to locate this miner or the Sparrow or anything? Are you just gonna perch up and keep an eye out, or ask people? Whatever
Is there a mine nearby, or like a hub for mining? Perhaps a mine?
There are a lot of mines in the area. Probably too many. It would probably take you several weeks to investigate and check them all. However, most of them report back to the Phandalin Miners Exchange, which logs a lot of their owned mines and any ores. They trade a lot of the minerals and ores that come through. So they're sort of the hub for any kind of mining operations. You had your hand raised, Alan?
What are these miners mining?
Just about anything. Everything from ores to gemstones to sometimes they're privately hired to investigate old ruins in the mountains, but really just about anything.
Mm. Where's the closest mine?
It's probably about 3 or 4 hours outside of town to the south.
Oh, okay. To the south.
Well, we know the name of the sparrow, right?
Allegedly, there could be one of the aliases. You know how these
Aye.
are. They kind of change their names all the time. It's Gwendolyn Spargo. Yeah.
Aye, should we start asking around? Maybe gouging out some eyes? Just
We could avoid the gouging out some eyes for right now. I don't think we need to do that just yet.
I don't mean plan B.
This Gwendolyn Spargo is a gambler, right? That's how they got the ring. Oh, if there's a gambling circle around here, what if we just trash their name? They gotta come defend their honor. I mean, come on, the gamblers have some sense of honor. Like, if you're known for being a shady gambler, that's kind of a bad thing, and most people kind of take that personally. Maybe that'll work.
A bit counterintuitive, but I'll take your word for it.
We just ask around and be like, hey, have you seen somebody who looks like this run through town? They forgot something. We're bringing it to them. I don't know.
So you're going to ask around about your target, Gwendolyn, correct?
Aye, but be discreet. We wouldn't want to raise too much of an alarm. Aye.
So if I can get the Goop Man, the Hobgoblin in a wheelchair with a flying snake, the Minotaur Man, and the Vigilante to make charisma checks to keep a low profile.
Okay, great. Okay.
The Minotaur WWE wrestler.
Yes.
Pure charisma?
Just
straight charisma.
Okay.
22.
Nice.
14.
12. I rolled a 12.
17.
17. Surprisingly, it might be because of, maybe you're a couple smooth talkers, maybe you're incredibly charming, but also you're in kind of a backwater town who tends to keep to themselves. So if travelers come through, they don't mind too much, as long as they're not causing any trouble. And you actually, the name doesn't ring any bells for anyone, but the description eventually does. You recall one of the Gentarum agents mentioning a young lady at a new shrine in Phandalin, and in fact, you see that shrine, you see that young lady. Speaking with her a little bit, we won't get into the nitty-gritty details of her, but she does recognize the person you described. That person actually came and prayed at her shrine a little bit, and even gave a small donation. She explains that her shrine and her religion, this is the Shrine of Luck, and she worships the god of good fortune and luck and bountiful fates and things like that. And for Vicer, that makes sense for a gambler to come make a little chip in a little bit at a shrine like this.
Perhaps you should throw in a coin, Vicer.
I don't know if that. I don't know.
A
Is
coin in the
it a good
coffer
thing
is
or a
coin
bad
not
thing?
gambled.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing for somebody who's trying not to gamble anymore to still kind of throw coins in for luck and stuff? I don't. You gotta fuck it.
Well, you're up in your luck, but you're also not spending that coin on the cards. So I think it about balances out.
You know what? That makes a sense. That makes a kind of sense to me. Yeah. You're right. Have a gold.
A gold piece into the shrine.
And she appreciates it, and then she also adds on and says that the woman who you have described said, or made some kind of comment that the god of good fortune has already graced her once recently, and she has received a bit more wealth than she normally has. So she figured give a little bit back to the clergy, and maybe stay in town for a little while, play a few games. So it seems as though either this person's already come into money and already made the trade, or sort of speaking loosely, but at the very least it seems as though they're still in town. I guess if you know this person's going to be gambling somewhere in town, how upfront are you going to be? Are you going to go sit down at the table with them, or are you going to kind of watch from a distance?
What if we
I say we go in, bust up the place. We take what we need. We take no prisoners. We get the ring. We leave a name for ourselves.
If I had me ship and me crew with me, I'd be fully on board with that. But seeing as we are 4 9-to-5s, I don't like
I
our
don't have a
chances
job,
of getting the
actually.
whole hall ne'er-do-wells.
I mean, most gamblers stay strapped, I guess. You might not want to go in hammer swinging, but, I don't know.
Maybe we find a weak one and pluck his eyes out just to show what we're capable of.
Yeah, wait a minute.
And gouges on my shoulder, just kind of go like, eh.
Cricket chirps.
Snake kisses.
Oh yeah. Maybe what you know what? Here's a weird one. I don't know if this makes any sense or not. Kind of doesn't really make sense to me, but it's something somebody said to me once when I was bouncing for the casino. Why don't we just talk to this person, see if we can kind of like, hey man, you kind of you took something valuable from a guy in a game. Like, can we just like
A bit unorthodox, but I likes it.
I read.
but also like
At what point do we take their eyes? Is that after the talking or befores?
I don't know if we need to take eyes if we talk. If the talking doesn't work, then I guess you can take eyes if you want.
That's what I like to hear. All right.
But if the talking works, no
Let's
eyes,
go
no
in,
eyes,
let's
no
go in.
eyes. If the talking works, no eyes, we can fight each other out.
You can do snake eyes. Like the dice.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That'd be a joke, boy.
I think I got that one. I got that one that time.
Then it's at about this point, as the sun begins to set, those kind of lavender and navy blue hues across the sky start to set in as people start flooding to the Sleeping Giant, the local bar in town. Now, you guys are from Neverwinter, you know. Keltbeard works in in food services. He knows a good restaurant, a good bar when he sees it, and this bar sucks. Immediately, even from the outside, you can see that the foundation is shot, and the entire foundation of the building is kind of bowed inward a little bit. So there's like this huge gap under the front door.
Code.
No, it's all awful. But people don't mind. And as you walk in and look inside, everything is so dirty. Every table is sticky. There are empty glasses and tankards sitting on all the tables. Your shoes stick to the floor a little bit. Whoever wears shoes. I don't know if any of you wear shoes.
I wear boots. Or else I start to, soak into the ground.
That's the one thing keeping you from life and death, is your boots.
Yeah.
I've got horseshoes. It's
I sprung a leak.
You're going down!
Have to go down with the ship.
But you see, sitting at a table playing cards, a person matching the description of Gwendolyn Spargo, apparently the Sparrow. And placing some fairly sizable bets, trying to base, and you can see that the people she's playing against are sweating a little bit, placing these sizable bets.
I really don't like gambling, man.
You see that right now. You see a couple people placing out a couple copper, silver. She says for 10 gold, and they all kind of look at each other and kind of they'll fold and tap out a little bit. Someone might, call it by putting a bracelet down on the table, and it comes back around to her. She puts out another 5 gold. Like, so she is slinging gold when other people are barely putting out
Trying
silver.
to clean these people
She is
out.
trying to clean people out. Yeah.
So this is who we're looking for.
Apparently, the person that won the ring in the initial game.
Nothing matters if you really think about it in this scenario. Here we are. As soon as I see that she matches the description, we're in this place. We're doing the thing.
Yeah.
And
I need to. Let me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do it. Do it.
I need but a second.
Unlimited power.
I need but a moment.
eventually, a couple people have to leave the game. And it's just like her and 2 other people.
And this is the same. This is the same day.
Yeah. Sort of sunsets, end of that.
Have
day.
we done any kind of?
I've been healed in the meantime. I have 24 hit points out of 42.
Yeah, could we have taken a short rest?
Not with all the travel and then all the asking of questions and things. You could opt to do something now, or you know what? For the sake of sakes, we'll say that each of those Gentrim agents each had a potion of healing. You are 3rd level, so you probably have some like that. So you could have 1 or 2 of those potions of healing, or you could save 1 for later.
I will have drank one because I did take a hefty amount of damage. 2d4? The 2d4 ones? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think you've also got a cleric with you who could heal a little bit.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah, hold up. I can do that. You want to heal?
Please. Just a little.
All right. So, let's see. Healing word. Do I have to use a word?
Yeah, what's your healing word?
Feel better, man.
I dropped
Fuck up,
my
fuck up.
I read my cricket audibly.
Did you say you rub your cricket?
Rev.
Rev. Rev my cricket.
Either way.
The new turn of phrase right there. I rev my cricket.
Oh my god.
Start doing some donuts in front of you.
It's rad as hell, brother.
So, you use healing word, Alan.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d4 and add your wisdom modifier. And give that number to Austin.
I'm gonna
7? Rad.
do some of my sorcerer bullshit and use a 2nd level spell to give myself 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
And then I will also sacrifice a 1st level spell to give myself another sorcery point. So
Okay.
I will get back to my normal level of sorcery points I have. And I would like to heighten spell hold person on Sparrow.
And what does
So
heightened spell do?
Disadvantage on
Save.
on the save.
Is it a con save?
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's a natural 4, so that's definitely going to be a failure. So she's like been pushing out gold, reaching into various pockets in her dark tunic and cloak, sifting out gold, cards in hand, and they're about to, reveal what they had for that hand, and she's about to take her cards and flip them on the ground, and she stops. And you can see her start to tense up a little bit. The cards start to crush up in her hand.
Are we doing this, brothers, or what?
And I will just like slowly approach the cloak and cowl, everything, and just lean up close and be like, "The storm will always find you." And placing my hand on the back of their head, I will then cast Shocking Grasp, and since they are paralyzed, I'm pretty sure that that's like
The whole thing.
Okay,
a
so
crit.
we're not just incapacitated. We're killing this person.
Fucking
I'm gonna shock them a little bit, I'm pretty sure that's a. I don't. Let me. What?
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
remember
critical
the
hit. You still have to hit, so make an attack roll with advantage. Jesus
If you have 20, I'm gonna cry.
You ever just been gambling and then you just get tased in the head?
Tased.
23.
That's definitely gonna hit. So that's a critical hit. So roll your critical hit damage. So 2d8, I believe.
14.
That is over half her hit points. So yeah, she will definitely get blasted and stunned.
It's showtime.
Bald spot on the back of her head.
Can I summon my tentacle and like
Rage?
wrap it around her?
I would like.
I would, to be fair, I would coordinate. I wouldn't just do this. Like,
Okay.
if I would give him that opportunity. I won't go full like full by myself. I would articulate this.
I wrap her in this thick coil of pulsating magical seawater, and I just lean in and go,
We'll be having that ring now, lassie.
All the
Give us the
the
ring.
Like the two people that were sitting at the table, fucking gone. They are crowded over in the corner of the room, running outdoors. The owners of the bar, standing behind the bar, watching very intently, waiting, ready to grab at a weapon or anything, and everyone's just kind of like in a almost standoffish situation, waiting to see what you're doing.
We're not here for any of ye. Mind ye business.
And whoever would
Here.
like, probably.
If in you like your eyeballs, that is.
Hell, if I get
Wait.
either Kelpbeard or Storm's Eye to make an intimidation check with advantage. Whoever wants.
Are
to make
you
the
are you
roll.
proficient?
yeah.
I am as well. Would you like to do the honors, or would you like me? Because I'll give you help. I'll give you advantage, or you can give me advantage. Either one.
How are you feeling tonight, roll wise?
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, take the advantage.
Right. That would be a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
30-20. Head smoking, hair zapped away. This sparrow sitting here dropped her cards now. She drools a little bit out of her mouth as she's trying to speak, and eventually manages to get out. Says, I've already made the trade, I've already been paid. Don't have the ring, but I don't care if you know who does. Go see Hallie Thornton, the Miners Exchange. She owns the place. She wanted that ring, don't know why. Just let me be on my way.
You better be telling the truth. Even the spryest sparrow is nothing to the storm.
So, Jacob, you get an extra D4 on whatever your next roll is, because I cannot handle the superhero lines. That's amazing.
Jacob has been patiently awaiting his moment all session.
Those lines have been just getting better and better and better, and yep. And for the
I'm glad you're enjoying this bullshit, because
It's
I'm like,
amazing.
I was like, I'm running out of storm puns.
Yep. And for the sake of brevity, ye with decent wisdom she has been through a lot. She's definitely not lying. But that also means she's definitely already been paid. She's definitely already made the trade. So she has no skin in the game, as it were, anymore. So
I will
unless you want
release
anything
whatever
else with her.
spell.
Yeah.
I will release whatever spell, and we can continue on our way. And whatever name she said, I'll ask where we can find them.
She lets you know that the Phandalin Miners Exchange is where Halia is. She may have closed up shop by now, but it's where that's a business she owns, so might be the best place to find her, or she might live nearby or somewhere else.
Let's go to the mine exchange.
All right, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do it.
I'll turn to Sparrow and say,
Fear not. Lightning never strikes twice in one place.
Rubs her forehead like,
If you like your eyes in your head, make sure we never see you again.
And I have Gouge just kind of like nip it like real near her eyeballs, just kind of.
Take it from me. You really gotta
Not
stop
yet.
it.
Not yet.
yeah.
I thaumaturgy your laugh.
That's horrifying.
And remember, you gotta really stop the gambling. Like, it kind of ruined my life. It's gonna ruin yours at some point. I mean, it already kind of did a little bit. You almost got fucking murdered in a bar in a backwood town. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. Or I'm gonna hit you with this fucking hammer. So, stop gambling. Congrats.
Yeah,
I should start a program.
that lesson's loud and clear. Thank you.
We should start a program. It's gonna have an acronym, and you're gonna teach it in all the schools, and it's not gonna work at all.
Are you about to go all Nancy Reagan on the Forgotten Realms?
No, I'm about to start Dare for gambling,
Yep.
but it's
So for the sake of brevity, night falls as you all make your way across Phandalin. Probably at home for some of you, like Storm's Eye, being in the dark a bit. But something for Ro, as you make it over to the Miners Exchange, because you are a cleric of the Forge, is that right? Did I read that right?
Yeah.
As you make it over to the Miner Exchange, you smell sort of the smoldering of a forge, of a smelter. It's definitely people have clocked out for the day, but you can see that the Miners Exchange, while of course the headquarters for a lot of the mining operations, also a little bit of smelting and blacksmithing happening around here. So you can sense a bit of kinship with the folks around this place. A couple of them still toiling away in these later hours. But as you can see, the Miners Exchange building, it
Do I
looks...
see any of my own wheel fellows out there?
Wheel boys.
Is that your gang?
Followers of the round.
Followers of the round?
believes that the
Wheel
is the
gang.
ultimate technological invention.
Here, let me conjure up a name out of thin air.
I just read the little
Where's my
backstory
rotation
blurb.
station at?
Rotation station. Oh no. You see what did you say? You're what of the round? Follower?
Followers of the round.
Follower of the round, hanging out at the rotation station next to a smoldering smelter, wiping a bit of soot, sweat off his forehead, and wiping the soot now on his wheels to darken them up, to show his faith. You see an elven man, a bit older high elven man named Aemon, whom you have crossed paths with plenty of times before. He sees you, he rolls over to you, and says, You rev. He says, I still gotta get me one of those. Good to see you again, Rowan. He starts to give you this whole like secret handshake, claps the side of your wheels, and he rolls back and forth a certain number of times.
We tink our spokes together.
Yeah. He says, what brings you all the way out here? It's frankly the end of the world.
Oh, we're wait, what are we doing again? We're looking for
A ring, lad. A ring.
yeah. You seen a ring?
He gestures to his wheels.
Almost as perfect as our wheels.
That's what I thought. No, I really haven't seen much of a ring. Are you just shopping for a ring?
No, this is a special ring.
Special ring.
What's the name of the lady again? Runs.
Halia Thornton.
Halia. You seen anybody
Oh,
named Halia?
Halia. She's my boss. She owns the place. She actually, he gestures over to the main building. He said there's a sign on the front. He says she actually closed up early today for some reason. Said she had a prior engagement, but I think she came back in just a little while ago to, finish up some late night work before heading out.
Oh, she's in right now?
Well, it's still closed. I can maybe get you in if you need to speak to her.
I would appreciate that, brother. Is she a follower of our faithful round?
Oh no, not at all. And she might be rolling with the wrong crew. If you know what I mean.
Shut the fuck.
Fucking flat edgers.
Flat edger.
Man, it's just sometimes I feel bad for those people that they just spin out,
I think she has. She had. There was a young lady came by earlier wearing all sorts of dark clothes, acting all weird. But she pays the big bucks and can't complain too much. So
Yeah. Well, hey man, let me talk to her. I'll make her spell around. And hey, she's got a ring, So halfway already.
This is overcard.
Alan, if you would make a persuasion check for me.
Alright. Non-nat 20.
He nods, wipes his forehead, wipes off his hands a little bit, and he gestures, rolls over to the door, kind of tells you to wait back just a second, knocks on it. There's a slight exchange until eventually he nods for you and throws the door open for you to go on in. And as you all enter, it's...
As I pass him, I do a secret phrase. Not all those that spin in circles are lost. And I wheel on.
Yeah, and in response, he says, because all those in the circle come back around. And he gives you a nod and gestures on for you to go in and finishes up cleaning his rotation station. And you walk into the miners exchange, and it is bureaucrat city in here. There are maps and paperwork and filing cabinets and bookshelves and ledgers and just everything someone who runs a bunch of mining operations needs. And you see coming from a back room a somewhat severe-looking woman with dark hair, kind of fair-looking skin, and a very simple doublet and cape. She says, yes, Eamon said you were here to visit. You're lucky I'm still here. What is it you need?
Well, to be frank with you, there's a young man who lost a ring in a bet, and a lady brought it here and sold it to you. He kind of wants it back because it's his wedding ring or something.
Quite a pretty trinket.
So that's what we're here for.
She nods and sort of wanders over to you, and go ahead, whoever wants to make an insight check for me. She walks in your general direction.
Also, have you heard?
I
the good
will do
word
that, but
of
I
circular
don't.
system?
18.
I can't wait to roll
Nat
horribly.
20. Was
So
it insight?
I rolled a 5.
Rad.
That is a 2.
Oh my
Total?
god.
Ah,
For most of the party, she is not acting in a hostile manner. She doesn't seem the hostile type. And as she walks in her direction, she actually walks sort of through you, and over to the door, locks it behind her, closes the curtains a bit. Just a little privacy. Sparrow said that they thought they were being followed. I figured as such. This is kind of a pricey score, as it were. And she kind of looks at you all up and down. Now, I'm not familiar with any of you, but you seem right enough. I would like to keep the ring. Now, I can't match any of the prices that the prince offers, but this isn't just stealing a ring to make a little bit of profit. There's a bit of history as far as this little job goes, and frankly, I don't want to think about it too much more. So if it pleases you all, what does 100 gold pieces for each of you? How does that sound? And frankly, the prince was willing to pay. Reached out to Visor first, of course, and whatever crew you put together was willing to pay you 1,000 gold pieces divided among your crew.
Okay, well, two problems here. One is we were offered a lot more money than that per person, and two, because transparency and all that. But also in the interest of transparency, like, this is obviously kind of important to you, and I understand that it's personal and everything. But we were paid a lot of money, or we're gonna be paid a lot of money upon returning that ring, and you're not offering a lot of money in return. So, like, why is it really that important to you that this specific ring is taken from this prince guy? Because I don't know, that seems like he's kind of powerful and he's got a lot of money to throw around. So
That's a little bit of the motivation. He has a lot of money to throw around, and maybe you could just buy a new ring. I understand this might be a family heirloom, but
What's the connection to the ring?
Alan, what is your thing?
I think Ro wants to say something.
Can we see, like, do we see the ring right now?
No, she is not wearing it or is not having it out anywhere.
Do we have, like, we don't have any description of what this ring is, right?
I'm sure Visor would have gotten a description of it. It's a fairly simple gold band with sort of diamond and emerald inlay and all sorts of wavy engravings. Very old though.
As a well-rounded individual of all things circular, would I know anything about the significance of this item?
What a beautiful way to put that.
That's a great question. I don't even want to make you roll for it because this specific heirloom ring to the Neverwinter royal family, it's not just like, oh, one of our kids is getting married, here's an heirloom ring, go do it. This is a ring for the heir who will eventually become the king or queen of Neverwinter, and this ring is sort of gifted to the other future king or queen. And so it's not just, oh, our sixth born child is getting married. This is the heir is getting married. So whoever receives this ring is basically also the heir. They will take on the throne eventually. So it's a little more symbolic in that, and that has been passed down from generations and all sorts of heirs and things like that. So, you know, even though it is a fairly old and simply designed ring, it bears a lot of historical and royal significance. And talking about asking the connection to the ring, if I can get Kelp Beard, and you pressed for that, to make a persuasion check, but do it with advantage. The help of your party.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't a ring you can just take out of circulation without anyone
18?
knowing.
18. He sighs, says, "Are you sure I can't offer you a little bit more money?"
Tell us your story, then we can talk.
I was schooled alongside the heir to Neverwinter. They brought in a couple other noble children among their variety of nobles they had in their court, and I was schooled alongside them, you know, to socialize them and things like that, and yeah, we were a bit fancy for each other, went on for however many years up until we were in our teens, at least young teens. First love and all of that, and eventually just never heard from him again. I don't know if he was... I just assumed he was sick of me. I wrote a couple letters, and I got a few nasty letters in response. So consider this just a little a slice of revenge. Be a little thorn in their paw, having their heirloom ring. And it doesn't necessarily affect them very much as far as who will be there and who he will propose to and what he will use to propose, but it's enough for me, I think.
So petty revenge it is.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of cool with that, you know. It doesn't. It's actually kind of alright by me. Fuck, I'm right. Hey, I'm willing to talk about the more money thing. Personally, I want my buddies here to get the cut that they were promised. So if you could at least like match what the prince was able to do, I'm willing to walk away and pretend like I got lost in the ocean or something, and there was a big hullabaloo and a fight on a boat, and the boat sank, and the person went down with it or something. I don't know.
I respect the vindictiveness, but each dragon that doesn't go in me pouch, that's a dragon I've got to earn at the Golden Cod.
I've seen that place. It kind of sucks. You really got to get him out of there. No.
It's not great.
Does anyone else object to this new job, I guess? See Alan thinking real hard.
What exactly is the new job?
Just having her pay you off and leave it be.
And yeah,
in line to the
lying to
prince.
And I'm sorry, I got confused. She, why did she want the ring?
Revenge. Petty
They
revenge.
were childhood friends of a sort, and when they kind of like more or less started to grow up and everything, she tried to keep in contact, and either him or the family, I'm assuming the family, but Vicer wouldn't get that. He's little anyway. Basically was like, no, weren't you getting lowborn? And she's like, well, fuck them, bastards, kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with just being paid off. That's fine. He seems kind of.
They're stepping on the little man.
So Alan,
Damn,
what are you?
I
at?
can't argue with my ride or die brothers.
And think of it this way, like she was really, really into getting this, like the circular object. Maybe that's a sign. It's a sign that she's coming to the round side, man.
Rounds.
Come on, brother. Think of it that way.
I guess we're all just spokes in the wheel.
We really are.
And on that note,
Damn, this is all kind of making sense to me. That's weird.
She
That's
My
not religious
friend
mode.
gets them
You should
floating
have
in
done
the surf.
she nods. She pays you off in a mixture of gemstones, even a couple ingots, and straight up gold and silver, whatever she has on hand. And you sort of have an agreement not to say anything, and of course, she in turn will let the Gentlerim know that you are no enemy, at least for now. So there's sort of that to hang over your heads, and she sends you on your way eventually to return to the Prince of Neverwinter. Alan?
Can I still try and convert her?
Absolutely, you can try to convert her.
Alright, so I talked to you in private, and yeah, now that you've had your revenge, have you heard the good word revolving around?
Revolving around, god damn it. But for the sake of brevity, because I need to toilet cat, you eventually return to Neverwinter, lie to the prince, and say that the Gentlerim or so-and-so has made off with the ring, and that job is effectively done. And I'm going to toilet cat before I reveal a little bit of something. So I will be right back.
I'll do the same.
This is great.
This is great, but I'm also glad that this is a one-shot character. I could not do
Oh my
this
God.
every week. I could not do this voice every time. I really... Woo!
I think I've done all the circle puns I can do, yeah.
If I ever have to play this, if I ever end up playing this character again, I've got to come up with some kind, I've got to start watching wrestling and just coming up with shit. I have to really lean into and specifically I got to watch Hulk Hogan stuff to really lean into that comparison now.
Yeah, or use that cream of the crop speech.
Wait. Oh!
Where the dude's just taking out half and halves from nowhere like a magic trick.
Randy Savage. Dude, it's Randy fucking Savage. Hold on.
Did Austin just realize that his character is Randy Savage?
I started thinking Hulk Hogan for a little bit, but no, it's way more Randy Savage.
I was talking about Randy Savage's cream of the crop speech. Where he just keeps taking half and half cups out of nowhere and just drops it.
So for a final epilogue, as you guys tell the prince that the ring is gone.
Yeah.
One Sir Ventus Allegandar has to propose to his fiancée using a secondary ring instead of the traditional famed.
I
heirloom
almost
ring.
made a joke. I almost made a joke where I was like, "That's me."
Yep.
Wait, is this?
But the thing is
this a prediction?
Ventus is not a gambler. He would not do that.
Yeah.
There's also the possibility that someone posing as you, someone in your close royal circle, such as a servant or something,
That's
it
fair.
as well.
That's fair.
Or perhaps this is an alternate reality because this is assuming Ventus survived Icewind Dale and returned home.
Well, this is now Ventus Alagondar proposes to his fiancée using a secondary ring, which has now led to rumors and whispers that the marriage will be cursed, and that one of them will not take the throne. So we'll see.
It is what it is.
See what happens at the end of Icewind Dale. The Dale after tomorrow. Coming back maybe next week. I don't know. We'll have to make
We'll
sure
figure it out.
But man, thank you guys. That was bananas.
That was great.
That was dumb.
I told Rachel, I was like, this is just an excuse to show off how creative my friends are.
And how dumb we can be.
See, I think this is one of those things that would be really fun just with other random people too, just to see how dumb,
See what
how
we can-
random and
Oh
dumb we
yes,
can get.
absolutely. Look, because Noble is Drew, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Drew hung out.
Because
for a little bit.
Drew was like Drew was like saying something about like, man, this is really cool, and I was literally about to be like, yo,
You available right now?
I was literally about to be like, yo, you want to come play? You want to come join? You want to hop in?
I mean,
buddy?
that's what I said. I like earlier. I was
Oh,
like, if anybody
yeah.
from the other stream was free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want like it was so last minute, but next time definitely I'll make sure to let people know because yeah, I know.
I mean, next time you can't do Drift Chapel because people aren't available, or next time we can't do this because people aren't available. Like I say, we make this our like
the off
whoever's
week.
ready. Are you ready to make up some bullshit?
because we're gonna make up some bullshit.
Actually, for Shadows Over Drift Chapel, we're not able to play on Friday as normal, but we're actually doing like an odd Wednesday stream. Let me make sure that the date's right. And we're doing something a little different because I believe Daniel can't be there, so instead, we're going to be doing a little prequel session for Bradley's old character, Cayman, and we're going to be switching systems. So it's the same
Are
campaign.
you doing Call of Cthulhu?
It's prequel. We're going to be doing a Cthulhu system.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's going to be a really interesting thing of taking a D&D campaign and squeezing in other systems in it to fit the narrative. It'll be really cool.
Damn, you said you switched it to a Wednesday, so it's like nice and flanking my other day off of the week.
Great. Awesome.
Friday and Wednesday, and right in the middle.
Oh, man. God, I
That was really fun.
want you
Like,
guys to keep playing these characters. I love them all.
Okay, as much fun as this has been, this voice is going to kill me.
Oh,
I can't think of any more circle puns.
I'm
Jacob
all
can't think of
for
more
leaning-
storm puns.
I'm all for leaning further and further into the Macho Man Randy Savage bit,
I could. If you give me some more time.
but his voice will fuck.
Yo, yes. Not natural.
Oh yeah, I did see now I'm thinking I gotta throw that in there, and then now that I'm saying that, all that makes me think of is the Macho Man Randy Savage mod for Skyrim.
Oh, yeah,
It
where
turns
he's the
all the dragons into Macho Man Randy Savage. Every time they fucking breathe fire, they go, oh yeah.
Oh, my God.
Fucking best. It's literally the two best mods in Skyrim are that and the Thomas the Tank Engine with the dragon.
Yeah.
mod.
Those
They
are
just
I don't know. I bet you could round out your circle puns more if you ate a couple pies, Alan. Those ain't learn. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Got a point.
Cat, why are you?
I can't believe. Maybe that's what will happen if any of your Icewind Dale characters die. Is this character will just?
I need you to understand.
Also,
I would
Carson-
never survive.
Yeah, Carson, I gotta compliment you on including eyes at every possible turn. That was
So
that was
unsettling.
so funny and so disturbing. I think you're muted.
I just think they're neat.
I
Honestly,
do want
the
to.
eye thing was like maybe 30 seconds before you went to intro. I was just like, oh, that'd be funny.
I see. I had a lot of thought processes going on where I was like, I don't know what I was gonna do with sorcerer, because I originally was like, I could do Clockwork Soul because to be all about balance, like lawyer, like that made sense. But I was like, no, I'm gonna go in like a wider version, just because that'd be more fun.
Lawyer by day, vigilante by night.
You gotta swing wide when you're doing one shots.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
honestly,
just shoot, go for the sky, you know.
yeah. I'm honestly very proud of like because you gave me the backstory bit of gambler, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna work with that? And I'm sitting there looking at the barbarian subclasses, and I'm like, wait, wild magic. And then it's just like, how the fuck did he get here? Did he made a bet with a wizard? No, he made a bet with a genie, like a dumbass, because that works perfectly. I love that. Probably one of the most creative concepts I've come up with about for a D&D character was literally just how do I fit
I think that's just the
this
way to
weird
do it,
concept?
man.
I'd love to do this again with like with a different group of people, just because I feel like no matter who we play with, it'll be just ridiculous.
And it'd also be really fun to see how other people's improv plays in, because everybody's improv is a little different.
But anyway, it's late now.
It is
and
very
I'm
late.
sleepy.
It
I'm
do
surprised
be
we
late.
managed to do all of that in just 2.5, 3 hours.
Very carefully, I imagine.
And we did a fight too.
Yeah, you did a
Yeah.
fight. You made characters. Like,
It
damn,
can be done.
It can be done. It do
We
be
made
like that.
enough of a character to get through what
Yeah,
what we
that's-
did.
That's fair. Hot damn. Fun
Yeah,
stuff.
will you stop?
So, yeah, that's it. I'm not good at sign-offs anymore. I don't like doing them.
Goodbye,
We'll
everyone.
probably be here for day after tomorrow next week. We'll see, and I'll be here for another chapter of Church Chapel next week.
Same Dale time, same
That's
Dale.
nope, that's the
place.
wrong thing. Thank you to my lovely, very creative, and handsome and sexy players.
Save the
Who?
day.
Us?
Yeah,
Like,
you.
you know?
Very creative, and I knew that would happen, which is why I've wanted to do this for a while. Thank you, Kyle, for hanging out. Thank you, Emily, for hanging out. Thank you, Hannah, for hanging out. Rachel, for staying up as long as you did. Drew was here for the beginning. Who else popped in? I feel like I missed someone.
Steven was here.
Steven was here. Oh, I missed Steven.
Redeemed a single hydrate.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah.
Drink some water. We didn't. Drink some
Told us to drink some fucking water, losers, and then fucked right off.
That's fair.
I've been
It's
drinking
fair.
water.
Hopefully, Emily, I hope your Wii and wife are alive again.
I'm gonna get her a new one.
Please don't kill my wife. Please don't kill my wife.
I am a sailor.
Blair.
Probably gonna sail again.
Looks like I got some new nicknames. We got Logar, we got Logoom, we got Logarithm, we got Lenny Loggins, we got Lognuts.
I like logarithm.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
I like
It's
Lognuts.
pronounced Lenny
Pretty good.
Logans, not Lenny Loggins.
Oh, it was what?
Or we could just say Kenny Logans.
Kenny Loggins, but Lenny Loggins.
Yeah. You just throw another L in because it's Logan.
All
That's
right,
just Joe from Family Guy, but instead of a B, it's an L.
Logan's.
Hey,
I've
leader.
had enough of this.
All right. Good night, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.
Our login savior.
Logan's. Stupid. Man, thank you guys. This is a lot of
Hey,
fun.
login.
Oh my god.
I love this place.